welcome. In this video I'm going to show you my newly made beauty room. It's still a bit unfinished and, well, to tell the truth, the other side, this side, is still full of boxes and everything, so I'm not going to show you that mess. But I thought I'd show you my beauty station. At least that's quite finished already. So you can see how I organize my makeup. My collection is not the biggest one, but there's definitely more than anyone would actually ever need. So this isn't my job, but this is my beloved hobby, and I like to test new products, and I do get some PR as well. So there is quite a lot, but the main thing is to show you how I organize my thinking process of how I place my different items, because there is a system, but it is quite an interesting one. At least I can imagine that doesn't make any sense for many people, but let's get started. So here is my table. I have this big Miru. There's a hold on the back, and I just use this. I don't know what's that in English, to keep it on place. And I have my ring light, and on the other side one soft box, and then I have a window on the other side, so there is a little bit of natural light as well. So this is the main station where I do my everyday makeup and also do my videos. And let's start from the left side. So here are my most used brushes. In this one, smaller one, I keep my concealer brushes and the ones I use for setting my nose area mainly. And in this cup I hold my foundation blushes, my kind of everything I use with liquids and creams. So here are those. And then here in the back are my face brushes. So there is for powder blushes and powders and products like that. These are ones I don't use that often, but sometimes, so I keep them in here. Then in here I am a little bit of primer freak, so here in this side I have my primers, and believe me or not, I actually do use most of them. So I tend to change my primer quite a lot depending of the foundation and depending of the skin condition and the weather and a lot of things. So of course I do have some favorites. For example, I do use this instant poreless quite a lot, and for example this well, this one as well, this primer mist, is one of my favorites. And this one is an interesting one. It is from Misha, and it's very moisturizing gel-like primer. This is a treasure if you have a dry skin. It's not something you often see, but if you can find this, grab it, because it's really, really good. But then there is a lot of different kind of primers for different situations. There is glowy primers and silicone primers and different kind of stuff. And on this side I keep, this is one of the areas where I have my most used or most loved ones. Here I have my cream highlighters from Cora Organics. I have all the 3 different shades, and I absolutely love these. I use these almost daily. And then there is these liquid ones from Lumene. These are perfect. I have both shades, the pink one and the champagne one. You can use these as primer or liquid highlighter, or mix with foundation, or just as it is without makeup. And then there is other few ones. Then the latest 2 ones I've been loving. I usually don't use liquid bronzers, but I did get these as PR. There is this one from Bare Minerals. This is the deeper shade, but this is actually a bit red based bronzer, and I absolutely love this. But this is way too pigmented, so I I just, even the drop is too much, so that's quite an interesting problem. This otherwise, it says it's a luminizing cream, but it's more like a bronzing cream. There is a bit of luminosity as well, but this is perfect when I need to warm up my foundation if it's too light. And this one is my latest love. This is from James Reed. It's a gradual tan face mist. It's really moisturizing, almost like an oily kind of mist, which gives you just the tiniest hint of tan, which is something I love with my fair skin. So this is, you can use it with before makeup, and you can also use it after makeup to give you that fresh glow. So I absolutely love this. And then here I have few of my favorites. There is my eyeshadow under eye primers here, and then there is these eyeshadow sticks from Catrice, which I really love. I keep also my concealers, which are in this kind of squeezy tubes. I keep them this way so they don't come over. For example, this I really love. And then there is random stuff like a lip plumber and my eyelash glue, and some these eyeliners from Physicians Formula, and one of my absolute favorite red lipsticks from Laura Mercier. This is the shade Fire. So there is this kind of random stuff, and lip gloss and lip balm for prepping my lips before makeup. So there is one part of my favorites, and then there is this other side. I have favorites part 2 in this area. Here I keep my concealers. There is basically, these are my eyeshadow primers and concealers, which I use as eyeshadow primers. And then here is my concealers, most of them. And in here I have my current favorites in different powder form. So let's get this out of here. I can show you a few ones. For example, this all matte powder, which is basically, it does have a little bit of sheen. This is perfect for setting my nose and my T-zone. And then there is, this is new from Lumene. Their blushes are really good, and this shade, Nude Glow, I think this is new this summer. This is perfect kind of, this very natural looking, boring kind of looking blush, but really good one. Surprising favorite, if you can still find this highlighter, grab it. It's gorgeous, kind of champagne, cool toned champagne shade. When you mix these together, it's really beautiful. And this powder from Sui Organic, it's called Glow Highlighter. It's kind of mixed powder slash highlighter. It's stunning on the skin. I know Max Factor is not available in US, but if you can get this duo, grab it. It's beautiful. There is highlighter and blush. I have to say that these are very stiff formulas, so these are not very emollient, so you need to work a little bit to get this on skin. And if you have a very thick layer of foundation, these might lift them up, so it's not best in that situation. But I love how natural these look on the skin. But here are some of my kind of everyday favorites, which I love, easy to use. And up here is my eyeshadow brushes and random stuff here on the left. This is right. And then I am testing still and loving this eyeshadow palette from MAC, so I keep it there as well. And then I have few powders here to set my eyeshadow primer, so I keep them there. Here on the right I have my pencils and random stuff. There is lip liners and eyeliners, my mascaras, and then my brow products are here. And then on the back I have my kind of slightly glowy primers in here. How would I say? For example, strobe cream from MAC is one of them. And here on the back I have my silicone primers. So there is, for example, this one I love from Body Shop. This is very kind of whipped silicone primer, very interesting formula. And there is also this Smashbox one, which is the legendary silicone-based primer. So I keep them all here. And down here, as you can see, I like to keep things close to my eyes and close to my hands as well. Here are my powders, which I used most often. The Becca under eye powder is something I use every day, and this glowy loose and loose powder from Catrice is beautiful. It does have a little bit of glow, but you can use it also to set your foundation. Here in the middle I have kind of my most loved blushes, and also the blushes I want to use, which I haven't been used so much. And here in the back, this box, I have my setting sprays, so I can just get those out easily. And here on the lowest, on this lowest box, I have stuff I need to try. There is new things I haven't tested yet. And then there is also things I have tried only once or twice. So this is kind of my new items, and also PR gifts which I haven't tried yet are in this. So I can pick this up if I want to test some new products. But here is my what is visible. Then there is this box, which originally was a box of my most loved products, but this is nowadays kind of my everyday / most loved. So in this part I keep my stick foundations, highlighters, bronzers, and for example my nude sticks, which is more like a primer for me. But I use these almost daily, so I like to keep them handy. Here are my eyeshadow palettes, which I use kind of daily if I want to do an everyday makeup. These are very basic eyeshadows. And then there is this Skin Illume palette, which is, I think, unfortunately discontinued, or at least you cannot get this anywhere anymore. So I hope they didn't discontinue this, because it's kind of perfect. There's few powders I love, some bronzers. I use liquid blushes, and then there is again a lot of blushes. Primers and blushes are my thing. I just absolutely love different kind of blushes. For example, this Frat Boy is one of my absolute favorites ever. So, and then there is few highlighters as well. But this is kind of my part 2 of my favorite items. So there's a lot of, I have a system, as you can see. Here we have some random stuff. Again, here I keep, for example, my correctors. I love these Estee Lauder correctors. Unfortunately, these are discontinued as well. So I have, this is the peach shade, and then I have the pink and green one. These are perfect when I want to do some color correction. And I have my under eye brighteners here, my cream kind of, I wouldn't say concealers, these are more like extra thick coverage if I want to have full coverage with minimal makeup. I have some e.l.f. powders, under eye powders. I usually travel with these because they are so small. cream eyeliners, these and the old Tarte ones. I should maybe get rid of those. And then this random cream bronzer from the Body Shop. I absolutely love this. It has the perfect red based bronzer shade cream product, beautiful on skin. So these are kept here, and my glitter glue, which I very rarely use, but it's here if I need it. Then on this side I have random stuff. I have some foundation sticks in the back, and then I have my BB and CC creams on this side. For example, this Madara City CC is gorgeous. It's so beautiful on skin, as well as this NYX Bear With Me. These are the new ones this year, and these I use almost daily if I have a no makeup day. And then there is some face palettes and my big Isadora bronzer, but this is mostly face palettes box which I use. On this box I have few bronzers on the back, some which I use sometimes, some powders I use sometimes, and then I have some of my eyeshadow palettes. These are mostly kind of size-based organization here. They just fit in this box, and they are also. Then here on bottom I have my blush and highlighter drawer. As you can see, I have quite a lot, but I just love blushes, so I'm not getting rid of any of those. Then on this side, on this drawer I have my hand mirror, some paper. If I want to do some moisturizing cleansing, I love these kind of toner pads, cleansing pads from, I think these are CosRx, yes. These are great also when traveling, and I keep my clean beauty blenders here as well. Then on this drawer I have my eyeshadow palettes, which are this kind of same sized, also which I love to use. For example, this chocolate bonbons is one of my absolute favorites for everyday makeup. It is cool tone, so that's why. And also I love the peach palettes as well. And surprisingly good ones are these from Essence. I have 3 of these and I love all of these. They have great pigmentation and quality. So here is eyeshadows. Then next one, a bit more eyeshadows. There is the smaller ones, and also face products. So there is blush palettes, are some here, some are eyeshadows, smaller ones. So this is quite a mess, but it makes sense to me at least. And on this box I have kind of random stuff. I have my water, lip balms, some extra brushes, random mirror and lights and things like that. Here is my foundation, which I use mostly. So the ones I use most are the Clarins Skill Illusion and the Smashbox. I really also love this Kicks Lasting Full Coverage, and also the Shiseido Synchro Skin, the glow version. I'm not. Oh, and this one from Rimmel, this Lasting Radiance, is beautiful. So I'm more like medium light coverage girl. So these are the products or the foundations I use mostly. So they are here. Do I have something here? There is some just backups for my beloved ones. So here are the. So this is kind of my main setting, and then behind me I have these random shelves which are full of stuff I need to test, lipsticks. I keep my nail polishes in these yellow boxes. And then my lip products are here. Here are some my lipsticks and lip glosses I use mostly. These are, for example, this is my this summer's favorite from Eden Minerals. This is the shade Frida. Beautiful sheer kind of coral tone. And my favorite liquid red one from Smashbox. This is the shade Always On. No, Thrill Seeker. Always On is the lipstick name. Then I have my kind of nude lip glosses, which I love. And then on this side there is the most used lipsticks. I absolutely love these ones from Sensai. They are way too expensive, but I got these as PR and I love it. To the point in which I might even purchase one these when I finish this up, because they are such great ones. As are the new ones from Shiseido, and this is the modern matte formula, not the gel formula, which most of people love, but I like this better. Then there is few ones from Lumene and Kicks and MAC and just random lipsticks. And then here is my favorite kind of palettes, which I like to keep. And this is the newest one from NARS. This is the Voyager palette in shade Hibiscus. I don't think it's sold anymore, but it's such a beautiful travel-friendly palette. And then there is two blush palettes, and then the Nude Pop from Kevin Aucoin, which I absolutely love. How many times I have said that? Well, I love my products. And there is random lipsticks, which I use sometimes mainly for makeup looks. But I like to have variety in my makeup looks, so I keep these because of that. Oh, this candle, I just opened this. It's the brand Mon Sun. It's a Swedish brand sold in Kicks at least. And I love these. I'm not a scented candle person, but these have a kind of light scent. There is a scent, you can sense it, but it's not overpowering, it's not too much, so I really love this. I have one in every room. I actually get enough of scent as it is without any burning it, so I just keep them on. And here is my eye candy department. So there is my products which I love to use and also which are visibly appealing to me. So there is this, my favorite shade of the Sensai lipstick, the Suzuran Nude, and Enriched Face Base from Bobbi Brown, Charlotte Tilbury, Bronze and Glow, and the new blush, Meteorites blush shade from Guerlain. And then up here there is my Guerlain Meteorites primer, Hollywood Flawless Filter from Charlotte Tilbury, and face oil from Estelle et Tilde. And on here back, this is a product that most of people don't like. This is cleansing cream from Dollface. This is kind of old-fashioned product. You just apply it on your face and you rub 3 minutes or leave it on 3 minutes, and then you just wipe it away with a wet cleansing cloth, and you can use also water if you want to, and then you can just wipe with toner the residues what's left, and that's it. It does have a strange scent, or it doesn't have any scent at all. It's very sour. It has a scent like it's a sour cream or something like that, so it's definitely not for everybody, but I love how my skin feels after I've been using that. So that was my beauty station tour. If you saw any products you want to hear more about, have a review or something, let me know. I will happily do so. I think I'm going to go through my primers and talk more about them, maybe my top top 5 primers for different situations, something like that, because I just love primers. Don't ask me to do my favorite blush products because that might be too difficult for me. But if you have any requests, let me know. I would be happy to do videos you want to see. Now I wish you have a great day and see you next time. Bye bye.